They're the most powerful leaders in the world, on a mission to save the global economy. But a new report reveals that some of the world's worst human rights abuses are taking place right under their very noses. The figures from Amnesty International's yearly report are stark. G20 nations were responsible for 78% of executions in 2008. 79% of people tortured or ill-treated during interrogation were in G20 countries. And 74% of people detained unjustly, often for prolonged periods without charge or trial, are in G20 nations. The woman behind the report told me leaders need to put peer pressure on each other.
You have countries like Saudi Arabia, China, Russia, whose human rights records leave a lot to be desired. You also have the United States, which is only just beginning to overcome its past abuses in the area of war on terror. So it's very important that the G20 get its own Human Rights Act together if they're going to be credible leaders.
The Amnesty findings also look at the fact that the US still doesn't accept the notion of economic, cultural and social rights. There's also concern about China's intensified crackdown on dissent and increasing use of secret detention centres or black jails. Some experts say leaders shouldn't be so worried about speaking out.
Chinese are in just as much economic difficulty as anybody else. There are now hundreds of thousands of people are unemployed in China as their southern factories collapse because nobody is buying Chinese goods. So they're not going to walk away from a deal just because somebody has asked them a question about something which should be asked.
The G20 is due to meet in New York in just 4 months' time. Human rights groups like Amnesty will be hoping the push for economic revival doesn't mean an abandonment of human rights. Nazinine, Moshiri, Al Jazeera.